Hello diamonds, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please click the subscribe button below and definitely follow me on my journey with skincare and life as an esthetician. But lovely to see you back. Today I'm going to be talking about Alumier MD. It's a wonderful skincare product, medical grade. So you won't find it in your local high street stores like your Superdrugs, Boots. You won't find it there because it can only be prescribed by somebody like me. So, anyone who is an esthetician, who's actually been trained with them, who works in a clinic that is actually, prescribed to sell their products, that's the only places you can really get it from. Once you do join a clinic that does have Alumier MD, you can go online and order through their website only. If you try and order on eBay or anywhere like that, I wouldn't advise, because you just don't know where the products are coming from. You don't know how legit the product is. It could be a copy or dupe. So we don't really want that. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking about 3 of Alumier MD products that I use for sensitive skin. Now, the reason I got into esthetician is that really it was because of my skin. So my skin is quite sensitive. It looks very clear. I mean, I'm not wearing no foundation at the moment, just eyelashes, eyebrow, and a bit of lip. But I don't wear any foundation some days, just to give my skin a break. I feel like everyone needs that. So I don't like to wear makeup every day. But that being said, even if I didn't, I know some people, they suffer from real severe acne, and, there might be hypopigmentation, which is like white patches, which is what I get. You can probably see a little bit there. I've got one there as well. Okay, and I get hyper, which is above my lip as well. I get that all the time. And that's just something we'll always have to fight with till the day we die. Which is, it sounds really daunting. It sounds like, oh God, really? You know what I mean? But it's just something we just have to maintain our skin and have a good skin wardrobe. So that being said, in this video, I'm going to go through 3 products that I would recommend for all skin types from Fitzpatrick 1 to 6, meaning that from really fair skin to very dark skin. And sensitive skin is sensitive skin. A lot of people get this misconstrued and they think the fairer skin you are, the more sensitive you are, which isn't true. Because I've got hypersensitive skin, where, as you will see later on, you'll see me having a chemical peel. It's called Radiant 30 by Alumier MD. I went to the Alumier MD training day. It was very beautiful. I had a lovely trainer called Gemma. She was fantastic. She knew the ins and outs of all the products, and I was firing away with loads of questions and she kept up completely. So I was very impressed. So you'll see me doing that, and I did a Radiant 30, which is actually a lactic acid 30 chemical peel. Now, so it's 30% lactic acid, which is a high percentage. But lactic acid is actually quite a slow-moving molecule, meaning it's not like glycolic, which glycolic can be very hot. It can feel very prickly. It can feel very tingly straight away, because it's got smaller molecules. So it absorbs into the skin. It goes into the skin much faster than lactic acid. And lactic acid is originally from milk as well. So it's a great way to exfoliate, especially if you've got sensitive skin. So that's why I chose the Radiant 30. So you'll see a bit of that, and you'll see me posing at the end where I was doing training day. It was really fun as well. Met loads of other estheticians from around the UK. We were talking about all sorts of different topics, which I absolutely love doing, because you get to see how different it is in different parts of England. You'd think it'd be the same. If you're not from England and you're watching this, you'd think that in our industry of aesthetics and skincare, you'd think that it'd be the same across the UK, but it's not actually. It really varies, which is quite something. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, I'm just noticing how dry my hair looks. my God, it needs a really good treatment. I just realised that, by the way, diamonds. Sorry about that. But I just realised by looking at the video how dry my hair looks. And because I've dyed it, as you can see, I have to add extra treatment onto it. We all know this. Anyway, moving on. So the first product that I love for all sensitive skin, for all skin types with sensitive skin, is SENSICALM. Now, this stuff is absolutely excellent. It's a facial cleanser, and it's basically, as it says, SENSICALM is for sensitive skin, and it's got a calming effect in it as well. Now, moving to what it has in it, it has yucca root extract. Now, the yucca roots can be found in places like the Americas and the Caribbean. So it can be found in parts of, like, say, North America, I'd say southeast of North America, so in the south, and then South America, in the drier parts. It grows very well in dry desert-like environments, as the roots actually absorb a lot of the water and retain a lot of the water. But it's actually got a nice oily kind of substance. But then it also has a soapy effect as well. It actually saponifies, which is, it basically lavas up into being a great cleanser without stripping your skin to bits. So with most Alumier MD products, just in general, they're usually like mineral free, soap free. This one's soap free, which is great for sensitive skin, because with me, if I use anything with soap, I always feel that my skin's being stripped like to the core, and it feels very sore and tender, or it feels just very just open to the elements, and it doesn't feel comfortable afterwards. Whereas this really adds some comfort into your skin. So that's the great part of it. So the yucca root, basically it looks similar to the cassava family. Now, if any of you know about what cassava is, a lot of people from black backgrounds, anyone that is from a hot country, really, they'll probably know about cassava. We kind of use cassava similar like potatoes in a sense. It's just a different type. So it can be mistaken for a cassava root, but yucca root, the one I'm talking about, is completely different from that. So that's the yucca root, and with this SENSICALM, it also has a vitamin B3, which is a niacinamide. Now, you've all heard about niacinamide. People have been going crazy about niacinamide just because of the fact that it hydrates the skin. It helps repair the skin as well. It's just a beautiful addition to add to moisturize the skin and not strip it from its natural, oils. So it's really great. It's also paraben free, usually fragrance, free from artificial fragrance. So this has a slight fragrance to it. But I think that it might be just due to maybe the yucca roots in there, but it's very gentle and it's beautiful. So I definitely recommend SENSICALM, and I'll put the links. I'll put the information below of each product that I talked to you today about, because Alumier MD has got a bunch load of products. So I'm just going to dissect it into a small pocket today. So that's the cleanser that I'll definitely tell for you to use. Okay, right. So moving on. We've also got toner. Now, with toner, I know some of you sensitive skin diamonds out there might be thinking, oh, I don't really use toner. And even other people who are not sensitive skinned, of other combination skin, oily skin, dry skin especially, or dehydrated skin. If you've got any of those and you don't use toner, I can understand why. Toner, I remember using toner when I was younger, when I was a teenager, and I used to use witch hazel as a toner. Now, it was nice for like my oily days when my combination skin, because I've got combination skin, it was nice with my oily days because it used to get rid of the excess oil, and I used to feel really fresh afterwards. But in the winter times, it was very stripping. My skin would actually become very red, very inflamed, sore. And I didn't realize that it was just very stripping. It's like putting pure tea tree, like on your skin and wiping it with a rough cotton. It's just too much. So I get with toners, everybody's a bit like, ugh, but what I would suggest with any toners that you use, especially this one, the Alumier MD Bright and Clear Solution. This is really good, very soft. It's a brightening facial solution as well, and I get to why it is. But if you're using any toners, I start to use them I use toners maybe twice a week. And it's just really to help brighten and to mop away any excess oils or dirt or anything that I might have missed through my double cleansing. That's about it. So I wouldn't say to use a toner every day unless you are completely fine with it, your skin's reacting well to it, your skin's not becoming, tight, taut or anything like that, then it's fine. But with Bright and Clear, this stuff, basically, it's got some great brightening, accents to it. So it's got like soy amino acids, as well as it's got lactic acid and lime pearl. These two are both alpha hydroxy acids, AHAs. So they're both from fruits. So lactic acid, as I said earlier, is from milk, specifically sour milk, but obviously this has been synthesized, so it's completely hygienic. And lime pearl is from an Australian caviar lime. So it's, again, from a fruit as well. So most AHAs are from fruits. So both of them working together gently exfoliate the skin. And as I said to you, lactic acid is very gentle. The lime pearl just adds on an extra touch to it as well. So absolutely great. I love those two together. They're really nice. And also what I love about this toner is that it's got Arnica. So that's where the calming aspect comes from in this toner. So most toners are quite, they can be quite fresh or they can be a little bit fiery for you. It can make you feel a bit prickly as well because of the acids in them. But the Arnica really helps with healing, helps you basically for your skin not to overreact. So that is the Bright and Clear. And you basically use, this one is like a top opener one. So I think they now come with a pump, but you basically put 2 pumps on a damp cotton pad, cotton round. Before I used to use a dry one, and I think that's what used to flare me up before. So now I use it on a damp cotton round. Wipe, just wipe. All in the upwards direction as well. We don't want to drag the skin down. So that is a great one. Last but not least, diamonds, is the Sheer Hydration Broad Spectrum SPF 40 by Alumier MD. I always use this because I hate using moisturizer and then SPF. So if you're like me, diamonds, and you don't like using loads of layers of product and you want to put like 2 in 1, this is really great. It's a tinted, I use the tinted moisturizing one because I'm black, and for my brown people and black people, the tinted moisturizing sunscreen lotion is very good. Because this is a physical, because there's physical filters in it, like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. The zinc and titanium, for some reason, it leaves us looking very ashy and a white cast on our face, especially if you have any kind of color on your skin. So the tint in this really helps to kind of settle that down and not make you look so ashy, basically, which I love because I hate going out looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Right. The moisturizing aspect of the sheer hydration It's got vitamin E. So that's great. If you're not a fan of having a separate moisturizer, you can just go sheer hydration. It is hydrating. It will leave you with, you know, looking, you know, quite glowy and dewy, which is nice. The other thing I love about this is it's mineral based. It hasn't got any chemical filters in there. The difference between a physical filter SPF and a chemical one is the chemical one, when the UVA and UVB rays come down onto your skin, the chemical one it actually absorbs the UV and UVB rays and changes it into heat energy, which is a nightmare for anybody of my skin color, anyone who's black, anyone who's brown. And you know, it's not a good idea to heat your skin from inside. It causes trauma and you can end up with hyperpigmentation. That's how I see it. Whereas the physical filters, they physically lay on your skin, and any UVA-B rays that come on your skin, it reflects it off, which is exactly what you want. You just want it off. You don't want it to be absorbed into your skin, change into heat energy, which is an absolute nightmare. That doesn't sound healthy or good for you long term. I think short term, you could maybe use a chemical SPF. Because those are the ones that don't give you the white ashy look. But long term, I think that the best way forward is to go with the physical filters, go with the mineral based SPFs with the zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. You can't go wrong. And this, use it all the time, even when it's cloudy. Whack that on before you put on your makeup or whatever. At least you got that underneath on your skin somewhere. So that's really important, one. And that is the end of my 3 products that I'd recommend to somebody of sensitive skin. At the end, you'll see everything on my Alumier training. I'll show you little parts of when we was getting the little training guide. My skin is very sensitive. Even when I had the chemical peel, I was like, it was quite prickly for me, and that was lactic acid 30. So I would suggest any diamonds out there, if you've got sensitive skin, please begin with a very low chemical peel, one that has got maybe lactic acid in there, one that's got mandelic acid. Any of those type of acids is fine. Try and stay away from glycolic acid until you build up your skin's resistance, until you build up your skin's barrier as well. Because if your skin barrier is compromised, it can be really detrimental. You can end up really doing more damage than good. But anyway, keep on watching and enjoy.
We only use purifying gel cleanser. Now note, I've only got half a pump.
Yeah.
I will say on the box it says 1 to 2 pumps, but you use 1 to 2 pumps of purifying gel cleanser, you'll be there all day trying to get it off. So a bit of a pro tip, just use half a pump, and then you're going to take your lukewarm water and you're going to mix it like a nice bubbly foam. Like so. That's how you want it before you apply it to the skin. Now, if you know how to cleanse the skin, just cleanse how you normally would cleanse the skin. If you don't know how to cleanse the skin, in your manual there is a cleanse routine, and I'm going to do that for you now. Okay, so it's the Alumier MD cleanse routine. You're going to start by spreading the product just all over the chin, over the upper lip, over the cheeks, on the nose, and then up on the forehead. So you spread it everywhere, avoiding the eyes and the lip. Note, I'm not removing eye makeup or lipstick, we just treat the skin. Once you spread the cleanser wherever you want it to go, you're going to manipulate that into the jaw, all the way back to the ear, on top of the cheeks, coming back to the chin. You're then going to take your ring finger and use alternate ring fingers and then come over the upper lip, making sure you've cleansed the upper lip. Then you're going to do cheek circles, always coming up and backwards. You never go down, always lifting up. And then onto the nose, go back to your alternate ring fingers. So one side of the ring finger over the tip of the nose, crevice of the nose, really making sure you're working that cleanser everywhere. And then you're doing the other side too. Then you're going to lift at the corrugator and then do some nice circles here on the frontalis area, massaging that in, working away all the way out to the hairline, making sure you've got everywhere covered. And then just to finish, it's always nice just to do a nice big circle around the eyes and finish at the temple. And that will let your patient know you're finished with the cleanse. Another pro tip, this is really bubbly now, so just wash the excess off into your bowl. Take 2 damp balls, soft balls, to remove the cleanser. So the best way to remove cleanser, you're going to take 2 damp balls, open them out, start underneath the jaw and then come out 1. Come on top 2, coming out. On top of the lip 3, back into the nose, working and getting rid of all of that cleanser. But we always want to work outwards or upwards. You never want to go down, so always lifting. So lifting at the corrugator, lifting at the frontalis, then you can just come out, out, out. It's really nice and methodical. It feels nicer for your patient rather than people just doing this and trying to remove the cleanser. It's a lot more methodical. You use 2 hands and it feels a lot nicer for your patient as well. I can still see a bit of foam there. That was only half a pump and I can still see the foam on the skin. So I might just need to take another bit of balls and just go over the area and just make sure I've removed all of my cleanser. So that's how you cleanse. Any questions? So that was purifying gel cleanser, which means my patient's ready for a peel because she's got a nice conditioned skin and I haven't had to use any other cleansers. So once I've cleansed with my damp balls, or removed the cleanser with my damp balls, she's gonna feel a bit icky now because it feels a bit damp. So you want to sort of get rid of that dampness. And we use a tissue just to block the skin. So just pop a hole in the middle of that tissue, pop it over the nose and then just press it into the skin, like so. Yeah. What's the next step? Well done. So my patient is aged, but she's got quite a delicate skin. So I'm actually going to use the soft woven gauze, and I'm going to pop that into half, and then half again. So we've got a quarter. And I'm going to take about 2 to 3 pumps of balancing solution on here. So I want to make sure that the pad's quite saturated. And we're going to do the balancing solution. I'm going to tell my patient that I'm now going to start the exfoliation process. She's going to feel a bit cold, a little bit tingly, and it's normal. And I'm going to ask her at the end of the balancing solution, on a scale 1 to 10, how's your skin feel?
By the way, Diamonds, Alumier MD, they've got this post-procedure prescription kit that you get after having a chemical peel, and it's actually got 3 mini products in there. The SENSICALM, which we talked about already, recovery balm, which is actually got lavender in it, so it's very balmy and it's very nice for your skin, especially if your skin's feeling tight and it's feeling really dry after a chemical peel. Put that on and the lavender will really calm it down and just soothe it and stop it from feeling, you know, quite sore and dry. And then it's got the sheer hydration SPF 40, which is really important, and you get this for free when you book in our clinic as well, My Skin UK clinic in West Norwood. So check us out. I'll leave the link below of everything. So remember, Diamonds, as well, self-love starts skin deep. Thank you for watching. Please click the notification bell. I'm going to be bringing out some other stuff with life, things that happen in life and all sorts, but stay safe.